I don't I don't have anything clever to say to begin this. Welcome back to, of course, Onyx Path. Welcome back to Scion Godsend. Um, yeah, I don't have. I'm sorry, I don't have anything clever. I shampooed my carpet this morning. um, but I have nothing clever and no announcements. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, shall we? We're already a little bit behind. Let's go ahead and meet our scions, shall we?
Yeah, Kitty in danger, and I am absolutely certain that shampooing his carpet is a euphemism for something. I just don't know what.
Hi, I'm Gregor DeWitt. You know, time is relative. In my relativistic view of time, we are on time.
Yeah, I'm always here on time. So, uh, is that the theme? Time?
Oh, let's see it. Yeah, I'm not really sure if the theme today is going to be shampooing the carpet, which there's at least three things that I can think of that could be a euphemism for, and at least one of those violates terms of service, so we won't be going into that. Speaking of time, seems like it's time to continue the story.
Nice segue.
Excellent. It's actually crafted segue. I like that. Um,
Thanks. I'll be here all week.
unlike myself, I have no excellent segue aside from saying let's just jump right into it for today's episode of Scion Godsend. Gregor, if you kindly would, any recap?
Yes, of course. So last we saw our scions, we had just convinced that wonderfully terrible titan of family to let Charles speak to his mother. To which he did, and he had choice words for her. What was being spun as either a potential heartfelt reunion or a no, that was really where it looked like it was heading. Once again, Charles proved himself to be the embodiment of chaos and proceeded to berate her uh, vehemently for abandoning her child, to which he seemed to get a lot of catharsis out of. That led to certain individuals. Threaten is a strong word. This individual for hurting Charles, and then we proceeded to vacate the premises before that Titan decided that to take things personally, even though all reality shouldn't have been. Well, he went and put a hit on our head pretty much immediately after that. And that hit was answered by I cannot feasibly pronounce his name, but the Prince of the Earth, who was going to kill us all, being that we were trivial targets to him. One thing led to another. There was a little scuffle. It ended up being a, hey, hold on, don't kill us. Majin pulled some card. Apparently he knew the man. I don't know what that's all about. But he knew the man, and now we are going to be doing a job for the guy who was going to fulfill a hit on us, which will likely either mean that he's just a task that's going to kill us, or he's actually forgiving or not going to do it. I don't trust it. Majin seems to trust it. I trust Majin. So I guess we're doing this. We ended up traveling to Tokyo because Charles wanted to go to Tokyo and I couldn't get him through the portal otherwise, and now we're in Tokyo. Majin's riding his bike through an airport because that's one of the two places in Tokyo I know of.
Excellent. You'll notice two things, dear viewer. That one, Charles is not with us. He'll be joining us hopefully at the halfway mark after we take our break. For the time being, he will be puppeted by me, or given an appropriate reason to depart from the group. Secondly, you'll notice that the tension, collateral, and momentum trackers are not on your screen. That is because I neglected to add them to the 4-man overlays for when we are missing somebody. Don't you shake your head at me. I have everything else prepped. I apologize. I will get that taken care of throughout this week, but it is midterms, and unless one of you guys wants to do my math homework, I've been
What's
busy.
your math in? What kind of math is it?
Trig.
Oh, that's
Question
easy
is,
shit. That's
do
easy
you want
shit.
to pass?
I do need to pass. So the offer extends to the viewers as well. If you guys are good at trigonometry, hit me up.
Trig is easy. I'll fucking just
If
send
you're
them to
in,
me. I'll
if
put
you
it in my
happen
head.
to be in my class or are my professor, I doubt it entirely. But if you are, you didn't see this. But this is where we join our heroes now, in an airport in Tokyo. Gregor, you have portaled everyone here using the key in the gate, or the gate and the key. I'm not entirely sure which comes first, but
It's relative.
this is where you all are now.
All right, we were here primarily because of Charles, so Charles is T-posing. I suppose we can use this moment to get to America, unless anybody else has business here.
Charles looks to all of you and says, "Yeah, I just make a couple stops here. That's it. That's really. If you guys want to hang out, cool. If you guys don't, then I guess I'll meet you back in the States."
I don't believe we could leave you unattended, Charles.
Why?
Because you got lost and you were on your way to Japan and made your way back to America.
I'm not
Yes.
unattended.
Chim
I have Chim Chim, yeah.
Okay.
I signed Beignet to Chim Chim.
Chim Chim signs back at you. Beignet.
Nice to fucking know sign language, Chim Chim.
He signs at you. Can you relax just a little bit? I told you we'd get the lessons. We got some of the lessons in.
All right.
Don't know what the fuck you said.
So how about this? Since Charles has stuff to do here, we'll leave Charles here.
Is that what we really doing? We literally, we know what he's going to do. Nintendo is not going to be here anymore.
Leaving him unsupervised and leaving him completely unattended. I feel like there's some degrees of
Hear me
separation
out.
there.
Hear me out. We leave Charles here. Can you get what you need done in 5 hours, Charles?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, in 5 hours, that door will open once again to America. Otherwise, you have to take the trip. Don't destroy this building. And I point to the entirety of the airport. Don't destroy this building.
I don't understand why you guys are acting like I'm the problem child here. Gideon just yelled at a god.
You did too. What you destroyed his house?
I mean, he pee-pee smacked. What is it? The Prince of the Earth? I didn't lay a finger on him.
Yes,
I'm not talking about that one.
but you're gonna do things to Nintendo, no doubt. Just don't destroy the airport.
At Nintendo.
The door will be open. The door will open in 5 hours. Please be here.
Cool. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Hold on.
Runs off.
He didn't set a timer on his phone.
He's good at telling time.
Yes.
I'm gonna set a 5-hour timer on my phone.
Noted.
Where do we want to go?
I mean, you could just drop me off at the States. I got shit to do, apparently.
We're in the States.
Oh, we might. Yeah, like
Quite a few places to choose from over there.
Doesn't really matter.
yeah, but like, where's the shit you have to do?
Just take me back to the fucking RV.
Okay.
You know, for someone who speaks so lawfully of kinship, you seem awfully interested in protecting a secret of some kind.
Because it's a secret. It wouldn't be a secret if I didn't keep it a secret.
So you don't
That
trust,
is true.
trust your
That
companion?
is true. I'm not gonna pry. He's got his own stuff. If I learn about it, it's probably bad because I will call the cops. So if he's moving drugs,
Why would
I don't like
move
drugs. I don't know. Imagine you know him. You're an MC club. Some MC clubs move drugs.
But we're beyond that.
He didn't get cagey until I inquired as to the nature of his relationship with the dragon that we encountered.
That's fine. He's doing his own thing. It's better. His freedom is more important than anything else.
He's not really a dragon. At least I don't think he is.
Okay, fine. The
Pseudo dragon.
would be Titan lapdog of Fujin, who was sent to kill us.
I mean, paid isn't different.
Yeah, it feels more like he was a hitman, not a lapdog.
I've never known you to be a coward thus far. This is interesting.
I'm not a. Let's calm down with the name calling here. All right, I don't understand that.
The only reason to keep a secret is if, one, you fear the repercussions of knowing that secret, or two, you're afraid of the person you're keeping that secret for. Either way, it's cowardice.
I'm not afraid of anybody. What I'm afraid of is y'all fucking up my connections with people. All right, you just, bitch slap, an associate of mine. All right, I got friends that might not be y'all. All right, and I don't want my friends to fight. That's all it is. All right.
That's fair.
I would like to use Entropic Eye on Majin now.
By all means. As a reminder, because the trackers are not currently on the screen, your current situation is 3 tension, 4 collateral, and 3 momentum.
We should be at 4 momentum. It's a new scene, right?
You guys were
No,
at 2
that was
momentum
already
at the end of last session, so 3 is
Understood.
the additional.
Understood.
Entropic Eye does not require an expenditure of momentum, correct?
No, I can just do it once per scene.
Is there a clash of wills or anything that Majin may need to roll?
Nope. Let's just roll an axe skill and bank successes to ask one of the following questions and an accurate, useful answer.
Understood.
I get 1 success.
May I ask your question?
Sure. I'm just going to hold on to it.
I will need it before the end of this scene.
Sure.
Majin, do you have anything that may help you in this situation? Anything that might help you fight back against this? No Clash of Wills is required for Entropic Eye, but there are certain powers and knacks and abilities, boons, that can help you shield yourself.
I don't think so.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Understood.
The next time you expect someone to heed your wishes, to not act against someone without an explanation, you can expect your words to be ignored.
You say what?
The next time you would ask me to heed your wishes in regards to something you do not wish to justify or reveal information about, you can assume that your wishes will be ignored, disregarded, dismissed, outright.
If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. My justification for not doing something that a friend asked me to not do is just simply that they're a friend, or the simple fact that I knew them and I didn't want to enter that altercation. That would be justification for me.
No, that's fair enough. That's in line with that's my base margin.
Good to know. What are we doing after you drop the coward off?
No,
What?
it's
We're not dropping Thalis off. We're not dropping Thalis off. What are you talking about?
Excuse me.
Thalis is not hoarding secrets.
That you know of.
Thalis, are you hoarding any secrets? Is there anything you would like us to know?
Nothing really.
If
comes to
he's
mind.
hoarding secrets, it's
You
not
wanna
something
know?
he would like you to know.
He's also made no wishes or demands on our actions or attempted to obstruct our course of action. Majin has.
I mean, I'm pretty much
He-
an open book, mate.
He wants to go to America.
There are a velociraptor nearby.
Not again. God damn it.
Yep.
Can see there's a
reset
promotion
code,
for,
raptor counter to 0.
Promotion for the re-release of the new Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie. Little animatronic velociraptor in the corner.
And because it's Japan, I expect it to be extremely lifelike.
Precisely.
You know the sound they make is from Galapagos turtles?
Yep. The more you know.
Mm-hmm. Look it up. It's a fact.
The fuck are you guys doing right now?
You don't know the end joke that I'm not going to say on Twitch. Anyways, so well, if we're gonna go back to the RV, sure, Texas is good. I can get you Florida, New York, California.
RV is fine.
Okay, centralized, I suppose. Go back to the door.
Do you want to
that'd
try
be-
to take a plane, or are we just gonna all just
Nah.
go to RV right now?
Nah, RV right now. We're not taking a plane. No, I'm not. I don't pay. I'm not paying for travel.
Hey, is it?
I
is that-
say
is that
as
an orphan joke.
yes. Orphans are notorious for our inability to pay for travel. You're definitely not mixing that up with hobos. After saying that I'm not going to pay, I don't pay for travel. I'm going to spend a momentum and open a portal.
To pay for that travel.
Exactly.
So before we leave the scene, I would like to ask, where is Majin's blind spot?
Majin?
I don't know. I'm fucking blind too.
Well, I can't.
Anywhere
Un-
his
Good
eyes can
answer.
see.
I would say probably similar to Fujin, you know, his family and friends. Yeah, yeah, that's probably his blind spot, his biggest blind spot.
And before we enter the portal, what I will say is, I know that I am new to the concept of kinship, but it would seem that if someone would ask their friend to protect a secret, knowing that that secret would cause them friction, they aren't much of a friend. I walk through the portal.
Did he say we're not friends anymore? What?
I don't know. That
The way
individual.
he uses words confuses me so much.
Gideon,
He
you walk
waxes
through the portal.
poetics a lot.
You walk through the portal. You deposit yourself. I'm gonna ask the question, Gregor, because Majin is on his bike.
Outside of the van, so
Makes
one of
sense.
the doors in the
Opening up.
parking structure specifically, not off the van, because I figure his bike's gonna fall open and he might get a little annoyed from that. But one of the doors in the parking structure.
Copy that. I just said, Gideon, you step through the portal. You arrive in a parking structure in Dallas.
Place in Texas.
You guys step through the portal one by one, I suppose.
Yeah, I gotta be the last one, so
Yep.
While they're talking about how awkward that was, I'm just gonna kind of shimmy through.
this is the real you, Thalis, right? We're not leaving. We're not about to abandon you in Japan, right?
Yep, pretty sure it's me.
Okay.
I mean, I still have some of me here, but
So you're.
I am me.
I'm gonna pinch you. I'm gonna pinch you. Do you disappear?
I do not.
Okay.
You guys step through the portal, arriving back in Dallas.
All right. Now I suppose you need to go do what you need to do, Majin.
You know, y'all are real good at being fucking assholes about this. You know,
No, you can go do what you need to do. Though I don't think
fine, Gregor. If you want to guilt me into this,
I'm really not trying to guilt you into this. You need to do what you need to do.
Are we going on another adventure? Is that what's going on? Well,
I mean, I don't know. I gotta looking just to cross out this tension, looking to Gideon. All right, because I feel like there's tension. All right. I'm part of organizations just like Charles is, that do things, help people, stuff like that. All right. It just so happens that Taki is part of that same organization. So, in an effort to not have friction on different parts of my life, that's why I asked us not to have conflict.
So is part of protecting people hired assassination?
Yes, it just seemed kind of counterintuitive.
Hey, that's a personal. That's
Yeah.
his personal thing. I don't know what he got going on personally.
Yeah,
You
that was
know.
clearly not business. Otherwise, imagine it wouldn't have been a surprise.
But bottom line is, that's why I asked, to just calm down, chill.
I mean, I have done nothing but respond to what has occurred.
Yeah, but there's like degrees and level. There was a lot of disrespect that you did to the man.
When one threatens to smite me, I take what they say in accordance with their intentions. If they say I'm going to smite you, I will respond accordingly.
Yeah, which is fair. I'm not, if it was any other person, yeah, by all means, go ahead and do what you do. Even to him, if he was to respond and, you had to do what you did, so be it. But all I could do is ask because I knew him, just like I know y'all. So.
Does this organization have a name?
I can't tell y'all that. At least not right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'll assume it's the Order of the Freemasons.
Well, it sounds like there's nothing free about it. It sounds like another faction interested in controlling people's efforts.
Yeah, that's the Freemasons.
Oh, well. It seems like an ironic name then.
Well, they're Masons that are free to do as they please, which just happens to be kind of controlling everything. How do you not know about they're like big in Europe.
I just kind of blink at him.
But why did I? Never mind. Okay, so where to get this order then, Majin?
Y'all don't have to do this. This is my thing, but I'm not
Majin,
gonna.
I would be remiss if I let you go into the dark alone.
All right. Well,
Especially given that there's a war going on. And you did come down to the afterlife to save me.
If there is friction, as you mentioned, it is because I am concerned about the contradiction that I'm seeing here. It is that you are a free spirit. You are one who acts of their own accord. And yet you seem conflicted about keeping parties content. It's curious to me. I don't judge you because of it. I mean, me saying that it's an act of cowardice is simply me describing the act. One is as they do. One who does cowardly things, I would consider a coward.
it's a matter of perspective. If that's your perspective, then so be it.
So far. But if these people are controlling you...
They're not controlling me.
Oh, it's a quid pro quo then?
A what?
Quid pro quo. You scratch their back, they scratch yours?
They have views
For that.
that I share. At least for now.
Okay. That's all I need.
Mhm.
I trust you. So, do you need to go to some clandestine meeting?
I mean,
How do we
let me give somebody a call real quick.
Cool.
Just a quick question. You don't like anybody of like your pantheon, right?
Are you
Me?
talking to me?
Yeah, Gideon.
Okay.
I don't have likes or dislikes of most people or things.
Are you trying to kill everybody in your pantheon? I mean, obviously, except for Thalis.
I've never made a claim that I am attempting to kill anyone in my pantheon.
It just seems like you. Okay.
You do seem
alright.
to have a hard-on to kill Zeus.
When did I ever say that?
I said seem. I never said you said that. You do seem to have a hard-on to kill Zeus.
His godlings have sought me out in an attempt to achieve apotheosis and have failed miserably time and time again, but that is not on my accountants.
So
You
just to
also
read,
seem to have a
it's
hard-on to kill the fates of your pantheon.
No, I don't wish to kill the fates. I wish to remove their influence on the world. Those are two very, very different things. Unweaving the tapestry versus destroying the fates themselves are two very, very different things.
Yes, and that's why I said seem.
Well, I don't seem anything, I am. I do.
You seem a lot.
this is weird.
You wax a lot of poetics, which makes you seem a lot.
He's like the new Gregor.
Yeah, it's weird seeing it from the outside. I don't like it.
All right, I'll be back. Well, I guess we're already outside. I'm gonna just.
We're in a parking structure. We gotta get out of the parking structure, otherwise we won't have service because parking structure.
Oh,
Alice,
okay.
is there anywhere around here I can find a Danish?
Dallas has within the airport there are many food places and such. Bakeries are a common staple in airports. Within the airport itself, you can get a Danish.
Would these be considered quality offerings? I would hate to offer a pittance.
I almost certainly not. I would think.
Then I must find a more suitable Danish.
Quest to find the suitable Danish.
You should try like a cheese Danish.
You could always look up a bakery nearby.
I take out a little book and I write something in it and I put it away.
Okay.
Would you like to share with the storyteller what you wrote in this book, or is it just something you want
No.
to deal with later?
Something I do.
Okay. Majin, you step away. While you guys make your way out of the parking structure, Majin, you make your phone call. As a reminder, you guys are technically in a new scene. You guys are at 4 momentum.
4? Oh,
We dropped down to 2.
It'd be it.
The new scene?
No, so you you ended last session with 2. New scene, beginning the session, brought you up to 3.
Mhm.
Going through the portal,
Yeah,
technically new scene, you guys are at 4.
so we're at 3 because he uses a momentum.
Ah, yes. So yes, you guys are at 3 then. Apologies.
See, kids, integrity is important.
I'm gonna call my brother, Tali,
Talawi.
T. I'm gonna call him
T works.
T.
Yeah, you give him a call. Doesn't take long for him to answer. How's it going, little bro?
You ain't gotta really flex age every time I call.
I mean,
Just saying.
I do kind of have to.
Okay. Look, you know the people that I roll with, right?
Yeah.
We kind of got into a little altercation with Taki, the Prince of the Earth. And I kind of got to do a mission of his.
I'm gonna stop you right there. You don't.
What you mean?
1 second. You can hear footsteps as he seems to move from his space. He says, Taka Minakata is a dick. You don't have to do any fucking favors for him. He's already on the phone with everybody else, it seems. And between you and I, no, you don't have to do a damn thing for this dude. You're fine.
Because he got shamed.
Okay. All right.
Even the rest of the keepers are he comes off a bit strong. And he's loyal, make no mistake. He's a good keeper, but he's a lot more totalitarian than we would like. I think he's a dick. You don't have to deal with him.
Oh, can I ask what they want?
See, that's the thing. It's technically not keeper business. So he made a deal with Fujin, opening up a temple in Fujin's spot. You know, that little village he lives in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Prince of the Earth is not heavily worshipped, not anymore. So more worshippers, more followers, more opportunities for his faith to spread than would give him more influence. But that's not our bag. And Imhotep even told him that we're not going to intervene on that. That's his deal. You know? So it's not, if he's expecting the keepers to help bring up his influence, that's not how this works.
Okay. Well, I guess it wasn't really like that, but okay. All right. Well, you know, well, along with this, you know the people that I roll with, right? They're a little out there and stuff.
Yeah, a little is kind of an understatement, but yeah.
But they got some. Man, we just destroyed Fujin's house and shit.
We heard about it. Trust me, we heard. We're currently still hearing about it, all about it. I believe he's still on the phone with Imhotep and Heracles.
Do we have like a pamphlet or something that I could give, like, because I don't want to hold secrets and stuff. I get it, you know, it's like secret society stuff, but you know,
we don't really do pamphlets. Are you hoping to bring your friends into the fold? Is that what's happening right now?
I mean, I would like to, a little bit. I mean, they're a little chaotic, but you know,
look, man, I mean, you live the MC life, right? So you know what prospecting is, right? Like you're past your prospect period, man. We are long overdue for a longer chat. But if you want to vouch for these guys, then how quick can you get to Denver?
I mean, we could be there today if need be.
Yeah, bring them by. Like I said, we don't do pamphlets. We'll talk to them and suss them out, but you have to recognize that unlike an MC, they're kind of going to be your responsibility at this point, at least as far as the keepers are concerned. Are you ready to take on that responsibility?
Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
That's provided we vet them and talk to them and are comfortable with them. Your word's going to mean something. I know we haven't talked about the efforts you've made and what they mean, but the work you've done so far has impacted and has done good things, which is, again, we're overdue for a talk. So, I mean, bring them by, and if anything, at the very least, you, me, Imhotep, and Heracles, we can have a conversation and get you fully up to speed.
All right. Yeah, Denver. We'll be there.
Right on. I'll see you soon. It's the airport. You can't So you know how everyone says it's really weird and like, yeah, you'll follow the weird shit. You'll be able to
Okay. All right.
see you soon, bro.
See.
Hangs up the phone. While that phone
Okay.
call goes on, Gideon, Gregor, Thalis, what are you guys up to?
Where are we? Are we outside?
We're probably on the street at this point.
Yeah, the parking garage, I would say probably just outside the parking garage. Dallas, when you leave the parking garage, you're kind of forced to expel yourself from the airport property. Unless you're parked in the median area, which you're not supposed to park there, but doesn't stop anybody else, so why the fuck would it stop you guys? Fucking
I would,
Dallas.
because I follow the law. And so we would leave the
So
airport.
just doing circles waiting for Majin.
Well, the way I see it, he's got his bike. He had to leave the structure anyways. I hope we just kind of found a parking lot, like, you know, a McDonald's parking lot, and parked there, and then didn't get a ticket for loitering.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, you guys can text Majin your location, like, hey, we're at the McDonald's down the road.
Yeah. Do that. Beyond that, let's see. It doesn't say the medium it has to be in. So tell me, would a Tumblr and a 4chan post be appropriate for a tale?
Let's have you detail what you're trying to do, and we'll determine it together. The camera keeps...
Okay. So it doesn't specify medium. I'm trying to use my knack Tailcrafter. A ballad that captures the hearts of nations, an epic poem that shows the world things, memes that make a public figure a laughingstock. Imbue for scale and to spread a story, true or false, through this art. Figure, if I put it on the two most radical sites, it'll look the most obscure possible.
Okay. What is the goal here? What is the Tailcrafter? What are you hoping to do here?
Well, I have charges I used to be in charge of, as it was, and I would like to get in touch with them again, since we're kind of feeding the Pantheon, the King in Yellow, to the rest of the world. I figured might as well make sure it doesn't backlash on people I used to be in charge of or look over. So I'm trying to get in contact with them. Problem is, I don't necessarily know where they are. So I'm putting a tail out there to try to lure the more curious ones to me.
Understood.
More of a meme, really.
With Tailcrafter, you're making this roll at scale, correct?
Yeah, I got to imbue for scale.
Okay, so imbuing a legend for
An awareness.
An awareness. Imbuing this for
makes it spicy.
Does make it spicy. I will take that into account for some flavor.
Yeah.
Bringing you up to scale 1. Yeah. Go ahead and give me your roll. You don't need to spend it in momentum. It's just the imbuement of the awareness, correct? Cool.
Yep, and it's a knack skill roll. So... No, it's just imbue for scale. Yeah, just imbue for scale. Make the tail, and then post it anonymously on 4chan and Tumblr, so both sides get it.
Imbuing for scale, we are going to have you make a roll because the scale just enhances successes.
Okay.
Your choice of skill and attribute. I'm going to give you free reign over this.
Probably say cunning, and then... What do you think? I would say integrity, but subterfuge seems to fit better because there's a secret in the meme.
Say again what you would like to achieve with this. So
sending out a general message that's going to be broadcast, but it has a bit of a secret message in it.
Okay.
So it's gonna
hoping to lure out some of your kin.
Yeah, I can put that message in the chat if you want.
I would like you to send it to me personally, and then subterfuge does make sense.
You already have it.
Send it again.
Got it. 3 successes.
3 successes with scale.
Yep.
Outstanding. All right, cool. Brings you up to scale rank 1 elite, meaning we're going to be using narrative scale for this, so it's going to be multiplied by 2, so 6 successes.
All right. Now that's out there, spreading, garnering attention.
Excellent. Cool. The Gideon and Thalis, you guys see Gregor kind of feverishly typing away in a notepad and then opening up 2 different apps. The most
I don't have the Tumblr app. I open up internet. I open up the Google Chrome browser app
Fix
and
yourself.
make accounts for these 2 things at that time. Post and then completely ignore the account for the rest of my life.
Understood.
One of those.
Cool. Yeah. Gideon, Thalis, go ahead. What are you guys up to during Majin's phone call and Gregor's I'm gonna call it shit posting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shit posting.
So, Thalis, I'm assuming that there is no archive or library nearby for which I could use to determine where to find a proper Danish.
Got one right here. I'm gonna hold up my phone.
I just watch him.
Now I'm gonna going to start going through
Order a Danish. Did we lose him?
I think we lost Thalis.
Not again.
But I can.
Yeah. His browser's
I'll
spinning.
start there.
Oh, there he goes.
There he
we
is.
He's
go.
back.
We lost
Sorry,
you for a
thanks.
moment, Thalis.
Yeah. What was the last thing you heard?
I'm gonna.
So everything. Cool. I'm gonna get on my phone and start. I figured Google would be a good place to start. I'm gonna look for just going down best reviewed Danish places in the area,
Excellent.
and I'll just jot that down on a piece of paper and hand it over.
No roll necessary. Google is a hell of a tool. We live in a strange world where all of human information is at your guys' fingertips. You have very quickly a list of Danishes, of places to get bakeries and things like that.
According to the masses, these are the best.
Gideon, you see him pull up a lot of information on this phone. I'm curious as to what your thought process is, what you think about the situation. I'm not sure if you have a whole lot of experience with cell phones and technology and things like that.
So Gideon is not like technologically impotent. Like he has an understanding of machinery and the advancements of mankind. He just doesn't bother with them generally because they don't really serve him. So the fact that this one seems to be both ubiquitous and useful and in use in perpetuity for everyone here. I'm starting to feel like I need to get one of these. But I'm concerned because it seems to also enslave their minds, and I don't like being a slave to anything. So I'll take the list. Are these, is there any particular order of these?
I would have put them at the highest rated at the top.
So this is the best one
According to the masses.
in the world?
In the area. These are just the closest. Did you want in the world? I can do in the world.
I handed back the piece of paper.
Okay. I'm gonna
And thus our trip to France was scheduled.
so I'm going to scribble it out, flip the paper over, and then resume my search for the best rated in the world.
Okay.
Using multiple search engines.
I
as
want
well.
you to Google
Sure.
best Danish in the world right now.
Okay.
I'm
Anderson Bakery, Copenhagen, Denmark.
God damn it. Denmark it is.
Actually, they're all in Denmark.
That makes sense. That tracks
you
actually.
already Googled it.
Yeah, Europe is Europe's bread is just
That's what I would have thought France because they're the pastry country.
yeah.
Oh, it's a Danish.
I don't know what celebration in Germany caused everyone to make bread that was in the shape of a person, a dead person, with little X's over their eyes. But that was delicious fucking bread, and I miss it a lot.
That is not. To be fair, that's not the weirdest thing that humans celebrate. So
Apparently in Denmark they're not called Danishes. Go figure.
Excellent. Yeah. So Thalis, you have a list of the best places in the world for Danish. You also have the information that they're not called Danishes.
Yep.
You can pass this along to Gideon if you so choose.
And I will.
While they continue kind of doing their thing, I will find a bench nearby, I guess, and I will take out my map of the world, and I will look for Copenhagen.
Excellent.
Where are we currently?
Texas.
I was kind of circle Texas.
You guys can expand on that. Letting him know he's in Dallas specifically.
Yeah.
We're in Dallas.
And I'll point it out on the map too, so that way save him some time.
Okay.
Excellent. Majin, unless there's anything else you want to do on your phone, or on your own, you can rejoin your friends. You would be back at about this point.
Yeah, I'll rejoin them. Knock on the door if they're inside.
You can definitely tell Gideon is inside just based on the slump of the van a little bit. It seems to be seated a little bit lower.
He's that fucking heavy, huh?
He's a grown boy.
Yeah, I'll open up the door.
5,051 miles. What?
No, you go ahead.
I look up. I that's what I was saying when he opens the doors. 5,051 miles.
So I just got off the phone with my my brother. Y'all want to take a trip to Denver?
Is that close to Denmark?
No,
Oh.
it's the opposite direction.
Hmm.
Well, I guess it's not the opposite. It's still north of us.
Yeah, it's not really close or not really further away. It's just.
I would say
mean,
it's definitely
I guess-
further away. You're going west. Denmark's east.
Yeah, that's fair.
To what end?
So the friends that I was talking about earlier, the associates, the organization, if y'all want to meet them, talk to them, see what they're about, or interested in joining, they're in Denver. Or at least we can meet them, some of them in Denver.
You trust him? I'm down to meet him.
Yeah, we can go to Denver.
Seems like Gideon wants to go to Denmark.
I am relatively indifferent. I see no reason as to choose to or not to.
To go to Denver or Denmark?
To go to Denver. So, should we want to meet them?
I mean, it's up to y'all. This whole group that I'm a part of it's out there, to say the least. Kind of like us.
I think the question then would be, is it of value to you that I meet them?
While you reflect on that question real quick, Greg, I need you to make a roll of occult and whatever you would like in your free use of attribute, whatever you would like.
Raw intelligence.
Understood. Majin, Gideon, continue, please.
A value to me, per se. I mean, I'm sure there's some value somewhere in there, you know? Might be valuable to you.
How so?
It's an organization, connections, people. Just like, you know, like when I called Jessica. The thing is that they're more secret than most, and they don't think in the traditional sense. Gods, titans, and all that stuff.
Well, as I said, if it is of some value to you, then my I can refrain from being apathetic.
Okay. Well, Gregor, Thalis.
I'm down, but I've never been there before, so we're gonna take the long way.
Driving it is, or flying. It's up to y'all.
I'm down. Stop in Colorado doesn't sound too bad.
Gregor,
Chance to resupply.
with 3 successes, the results of your roll, you've been to Denmark. It was part of your tasks with the underworld that you were a part of. You had to stop not stop necessarily, but investigate. There was rumors that an actor was in danger for some reason. One of your kin was rumored to be targeting, but you can get to Denmark using getting the key.
Nice. Useful.
I mean, I'll look for Denver on my map and just kind of note the distance again and draw another straight line. There's lines like crisscrossing all sorts of places on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to do this first, I've been to Denmark.
Have you had their Danishes?
I wasn't there for the food. But I have been there. I can transport you there. Since we'll have to drive, I can open a portal from here to there. You can go collect your Danish, do whatever you need to do, and say, how long do you think you'll need?
I just merely need to locate the Danish and secure it.
Pastries don't last long.
They do with me.
Odd, but okay. That's a very weirdly
Alright.
specific power to have, but okay. In which case, if I can hour. Set an hour timer, and I'll open the portal for you while we do the drive.
When you say secure it, are you gonna pay for it? Like, because typically that's like normal transactions, like pay food. Yeah.
I don't have any euros on me.
I will request one from the proprietor of this establishment. If they ask for payment, I will provide it in as requested. I mean, I have no reason to not. A merchant is a merchant.
Okay.
Do you have any money?
I have many things of value.
Okay.
Is there any chance that I might have like 10, 20 euro in my pocket?
I would say it is highly likely. Go ahead and give me a culture roll, and a. I'm gonna call this anything in your social, for your attributes. This is just based on like what you have, where you've been recently.
Generally, mortal merchants are content to provide me with what I ask. Willingly.
That's because you're terrifying, Gideon. And you could obliterate them with a single punch.
Alright, so I went with presence and culture and 1 success.
That's literally all you needed. So you have about 15 euro in your wallet at this moment.
Just in case the intimidation isn't enough to prevent it from getting to violent means, I'm gonna hand him the 15 euro.
Never had to get violent with a merchant in my entire existence. But thank you.
With your track record so far, I didn't want to assume, just wanted to play it safe.
I contemplate whether I've obliterated I haven't obliterated any merchants.
No merchants, but we haven't encountered many merchants. We've encountered other people, and What
You
was
do
it?
seem like the kind of guy to take obstacles as something to step on. And since that merchant would become an obstacle, we are covering our bases here.
Gregor, you can see. I should note, Sir Arthur Pendlelip is present in the van, sitting at your side. Gregor, kind of just wagging his tail, staring up at Gideon.
You have food on you. Is that what's happening?
I'll reach into my pouch and pull out like a piece of tack.
Excellent. Well-trained hound. He doesn't. You can see he kind of like puts his paws forward, but doesn't leave from his spot.
I do what of it? Are you hungry? I will offer it to Gregor.
You can have it, boy.
Oh, for the creature.
Yeah.
Do something deserving.
Kind of tilts his head, and then kind of stands on two legs. Majin, Gregor, you guys can see he kind of just shifts his shoulders a little bit. Quite disturbing. Gideon and Thalis, you guys can see he shifts his shoulders and kind of takes on a more, the torso takes on a more human appearance, and then he holds out his paw, like he's begging.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's playing human.
Wait, is his paws upward?
Paws are upward.
I'll place the tack in his paws.
He kind of nods and then just kind of starts to eat.
Good boy.
I love this dog.
So, you guys begin to drive, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You should probably let me out before you start driving. I don't do well in conveyances. We've talked about this.
We did so about that. And we do need the van to get to Denver.
Yeah, no, it's freaking. When the door opens, it'll open to a. Let's say, since I was there because of an actor, a theater in Denmark.
Is there a hat rack or anything in the van, or any place where clothing is hanging?
No.
Okay.
Everything. All my clothing is under the bed.
Okay.
You may feel free to step through whenever you'd like, Gideon.
You said an hour?
Yeah, I think like an hour should be enough. Do you think you'll need more time?
I believe so.
How much do you need?
An hour should be fine. I mean, I will retrieve it, and then I can. You're going to this Denver, right? I'll hold up my map again.
Yeah.
If I need longer, I can find you there.
Fair. All right. If you don't come through, I'll probably open it again in 6 hours.
I start
Rather
counting
than-
in my head.
Understood.
And I
So,
will set 2 timers.
Gideon, you step through the portal, you emerge on the other side in Denmark. The back, the backstage of the theater itself, you can find a number of people are sort of painting. They look like they're setting up a set of some sort. You've emerged sort of from the back door into the backstaging area.
Okay. If I'm backstage at a show, there's likely costume bits all over the place.
Absolutely.
I just grab like a mask and just put it on and walk out.
Understood. Being in the shadows and being who you are, no one stops you. No one even really seems to notice as you.
Yeah, I mean, I have metamorphosis power, so any attempt to conceal my identity is ignored by trivial characters.
Indeed. So, the rest of you begin to drive, correct?
Yeah.
Majin on the bike.
Yeah. We replaced the fucking trailer, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, there. I'll be in the RV. On the way though, somewhere along the way, we just need to stop on the side of the road so I could, put a little shrine up.
Yeah, right. That's fine. Does anybody else want to drive for a bit?
I can
Yeah.
drive.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dallas, you got fucking 5 other people that could drive.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Thalis, you drive, correct?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drive.
Okay.
If I start getting tired, I'll have me take over.
I'm just curious how many dots you have in pilot.
2.
2. Excellent. Cool. So Arthur Pendlewhip kind of sits in your lap for the first few minutes and just kind of doesn't block the way really, but kind of moves out of your way and kind of leaning up against the window.
Yeah, that's fine. He's a good boy.
Excellent. You guys begin to make your way. Gideon.
Yeah.
Onward to the
Anderson Bakery, number 1 in the world.
excellent.
According to this review, pastry peddler Anderson puts the sticky in sublime.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You can let me know how this goes down. How do you wanna approach this?
Well, I go to the bakery. I look for the Anderson Bakery, and then I will walk in.
Excellent. Quite the sight, as always, though one that they won't really remember. There is a
Again,
small
my identity
line.
is sealed, so
Mhm.
they shouldn't really see much of anything.
Small line of about 3 people.
It's a merchant. I'll respect his practices.
Get to the front. There's a cashier who's kind of looking at you expectantly, waiting for your order.
I will place what was it, 15 euros
Mm.
on the counter. How many of the best Danishes that you have will this get me?
American.
Greek.
Oh, okay. They begin to speak Greek. Merchant at the counter says, "This will get you 7."
I will require 7 of your best Danishes.
Understood.
Only the best.
A bag? Would you like them warmed up or?
How are they typically provided in their optimal fashion?
People have their different tastes. I prefer them warmed up.
I will warm them myself.
Okay. Would you like a coffee?
I look down at the euros. Perhaps. Will it require more?
No.
Yes. I will take a coffee.
Okay. Quickly gets you your order. It's a smaller cup than you find in America. He gestures over to the side where there's cream and sugar, things like that. Anything to sweeten up the coffee.
I will remove my mask.
His eyes kind of widen just a little bit.
And toss the coffee back.
Thank you for your patronage.
Do you give me the Danishes?
Yes.
Are you certain these are the best that you have?
Fresh this morning, yes.
I look around. Are there more of these?
There's a few kind of in the glass display area.
If one were to tell you that these are being offered to a god, would you find these suitable?
I'll make you fresh Danish as he reaches for the bag again.
I thank you.
He
I put
takes,
my mask back down.
he takes some time, but eventually, after about, I would say, prepping from scratch, and with the implication that these will be offered to a god, more care is going to go into this. Probably about the full hour that you were allotted by Gregor.
I just stand at the counter.
You can hear him speak, not in Greek, but he addresses the crew and the baker himself, and there's some dialogue exchange, and they've shut down the line. Basically, they let everyone know. It looks like that their orders will have to wait. Some people are a little bit irritated. You can tell some of the Americans are a little bit more not understanding as the locals. Some of them kind of sit and wait and have a coffee. But yeah, your Danishes are prepared after about an hour. You have the bag is warm. There's a variety here. There's cheese. There's things with sort of fruits and berries and things like that. You have a variety. They explain to you that there is more than 7. There's a baker's dozen here, as sort of an offering to whatever deity, a thank you and a plea for recognition for whatever deity would be enjoying these.
I'm gonna reach like my gauntleted hand across the counter, and I'm going to pluck a menu. I put it in the bag. You'll be recognized properly.
Thank you. Is there anything else we can provide?
I will point to the Americans. Are they bothering you?
No, it's just tourists.
Carry on. I'm going to reach my hand in the bag and like lift my mask up again. And as I walk out, I'm going to eat the 13th Danish on my way out, glaring at the Americans as I walk by.
Yeah, they don't make eye contact.
I will stop in front of the loudest one and begin chewing until they look at me.
Looks like a college kid. Probably, he's wearing the what is that brand that has that fucking horse and the rider on the left pectoral?
Abercrombie?
Polo?
Yeah, fucking Abercrombie polo.
Polo?
Bullshit. What's the douchiest piece of clothing? That's the douchiest piece of clothing I can think of. If you wear that, I'm not sorry.
Polo
Well,
with a
screw you
pop
too.
I'm not sorry. Cool. Yeah, he wears that fully buttoned up to the top button. Finally looks at you and says, "Do you have an issue?"
I continue chewing.
Oh, he doesn't speak English.
Be sure you tip the proprietor effectively, or I'll be back for you.
Give me some. Give me. Whatever a free reign for the roll, Gideon. Whatever you think you'd need to for intimidation.
I mean, this is my persuasion
right on.
easily. And I'm at +1 scale because reasons. If he's trivial, then I feel really bad for him.
Absolutely trivial, but we're gonna see how scared this dude is.
Sure. Technically, it's 5 successes.
Excellent. I gonna just. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever. Yeah, of course.
I'm still counting backwards in my head to make sure I make the hour, and then I walk out.
Understood. You do this.
The Danishes, I will wrap the rest up and I'll put them into my I'll put them into the Cloak of Winter. So
Excellent.
now they should keep
Absolutely.
for a long time.
Gregor, as Thalis is driving, your timer is starting. It gives you the about the 5-minute reminder.
He's getting close.
With Gideon not doing well in vehicles, did you guys want to pull over for this?
Yeah, that'd be wise.
Alright,
Yeah, it gave me time to do that little road shrine.
Excellent. Majin, you'd like to detail what you're up to?
I'm just building a little road shrine, you know, Shinto Buddhist type thing. And you know, I'll try my best to pull up. I'll try my best to write in Japanese. You know, the tuku to talk.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm getting roasted in the chat for not knowing what the fuck Abercrombie and Fitch is and Polo. But now, yes, Taka Minakata no Makito.
Yeah,
I'm sure that I'm butchering it as well. So I mean, no pressure at all.
yeah. And that should settle the debt, right? So,
You set up a small shrine, and what do you offer? Do you make an offering?
is he the prince of the earth? What would a earth deity want? Are there any significant rocks
Well, let's give
nearby?
let's give you a culture roll.
Significant
Culture
rock.
and anything in your mental attributes. To give you some more information on the Prince of the Earth.
Cunning?
Works for me.
Two successes.
2 successes. I would say that you know a number of the Prince of the Earth's purviews, even though you've missed him every time you've been met with the Keepers. You know that his purviews are the purviews that would be most prevalent to you in this moment are his purviews of water, frost, sky, dragons and snakes, war.
You know, this is gonna be kind of like I'm gonna go into that syncretism idea, right? And it's gonna be Shinto / Buddhist shrine, and I'm gonna provide the aspects of his. You said water, right? Is one.
Yes. So frost, sky, war, water, dragons and snakes will probably be the most prevalent for you in this moment.
Okay. Man. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll provide a water bottle, right, and a bullet.
I like it. Excellent. I dig it. You make this offering, Gideon. The portal opens. Gregor, detail the gate and the key, because I'm curious of the exchange here. I'm not sure if he can just walk through it without you. I think you may need to go over to the other side and then escort him.
Let me pull it up. Things I have.
This is just semantics until it's not really.
Spend a momentum to open a portal from a location to another, as long as it's through a literal portal, door, window, manhole, etc. To anywhere else of your choosing, including Terra Incognita. You must have visited the location you are moving to for the portal to work.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily say, but it is reliant on you a lot, so I'm going to say that you're going to need to step through and escort him.
Okay.
So this brings you guys down to 2 momentum.
Yes.
I'm not gonna cause a second expenditure in this moment, because it's just a pickup. We'll fine tune some things later. This is still part of that manuscript, so I'm sure they'll either fine tune it or we will do it.
Yeah.
Either way, Gideon, you see Gregor step through the portal.
I am currently wiping the remaining Danish bits off of my gauntlet.
I hope you had fun. By all means, this will lead to the outside of the van. We're on the road right now.
Thank you again. I step through.
And I follow.
So you guys step through. Gregor, your timer is still going for Charles. As you guys are continuing on your journey, I feel like this is an excellent time to take a break. It is a 12-hour drive to Denver.
Yeah. Gonna ask if Gideon was gonna ride on the trailer since he doesn't like being inside the vehicle. Is that what?
Not a question of me liking them. They tend to operate strangely in my presence over extended periods of time. So I will simply follow you.
Okay. Gotta fix that.
Excellent.
Project.
So, you guys travel, and we will be right back. We're going to take a quick break, and by the time we come back, we will have progressed further on our journey. We may or may not have a Charles with us, depending on if he misses his portal or not. But we'll see you guys back here in 7 minutes. Probably a little bit longer. I'm going to have to rearrange some windows. We'll see you guys very shortly.
For now.
Who's that in the top left corner? Charles, you've been gone for a little bit. Let's have some insight. What have you been up to since when last we left you? Gregor explained to you that you needed to be back here, leave the airport intact, because this is where the portal is going to be opening up, and you have 5 hours. Chim Chim's on your shoulder. What did you do? What are you doing in Tokyo?
I did everything in Tokyo. Went to the Shibuya crossing, pet the dog statue, left Narita Airport alone, ransacked the maid cafe. Just typical things.
Expand on the maid cafe. What happened in the maid cafe? Why ransack?
Charles went into the maid cafe expecting cute maids and everything. They were cute femboy maids. Charles was not expecting that, was taken by surprise, and when he's taken by surprise, things happen like that.
So someone touched your shoulder, and you startled me, and then kind of broke some of the structure.
Some being a loose term for it, I imagine.
Understood. Excellent. During your escapades in Tokyo, eventually as you're kind of wandering and walking and drifting from place to place, your cloud appears.
I didn't call this. I didn't call you. Why are you here?
No reply, it's a cloud.
Chim Chim, translate. Sign language, it's not speaking.
Sure, let me, he starts to sign at it. I got nothing, boss.
I guess we'll just see if it keeps following. I don't know. That maid cafe really freaked me out. Let's go to an arcade or something.
I mean, some of them are cute.
You're a monkey, dude. Like, what do you mean some of them were cute?
Dude, you're a monkey. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? What?
Less monkey than you.
Debatable. Honestly, you know what? I guess half human. You know what? Fuck you. All right, and you fuck off. He starts to kind of wave the cloud away. It doesn't move.
You know what? Maybe it's lonely. Maybe it wants to go on an escapade. Let's get on the cloud, go flying around. We can't do anything about Nintendo, but
What exactly did you tell that guy? What was the deal with the guy from Nintendo?
I told him to quit his job
Why?
and to go to Sony.
Why? This is just a
So that he
preference
won't
thing,
be
isn't it?
injured. So that he won't be injured.
What are you gonna do to Nintendo, Charles?
Should probably give you plausible deniability on this.
You know what? Fair. I did the same for you when I did a task for Royal. So, yeah. I don't want to know. I do want to see it, but I don't want to know.
Fantastic. All right, Cloud, let's go Nintendo.
Cool. You guys head to Nintendo. Charles, what occurs here?
What occurs at Nintendo?
Yeah. I gotta know.
Well, I would start by flying into the top room, like through the window, just going in, being like, "Hey, you're out of Cheetos." No, stop freaking out. It's me. Everything's fine. You're out of Cheetos, and you should probably leave. And I would smoke a cigarette. Begin the cigarette. I would race the tower slowly but surely.
Security is called almost immediately. Quickly dispatch, if you so choose, lethal or non-lethal.
Honestly, I probably would just start rumbling the tower. Be like, we can do whatever you want, guys. Like, we can do this together. You guys can go your separate way and see your kids. Like, however you want to do this.
Awesome. No roll required. Touching a large corporate office building and causing it to rumble is going to raise some concerns. No issues there. In 5 hours, Chim Chim reminds you, hey, we got like 20 minutes before the portal's open. We gotta get back.
Yeah, you're right. All right, yeah, let's go back to Narita Airport.
Excellent. I'm gonna grant you guys momentum just because Charles is in his own scene, which is going to be swiftly taken away. Gregor, you have to step through and open the portal. Charles, you see Gregor step through that same door in the Tokyo airport. Two of you reunited.
Over here. Leads into the van, so please don't, sprint into it. You'll just hit the wall.
Okay, I'll walk into the portal.
Cloud kind of drifts behind you. Gregor, you see the somersault cloud kind of just...
Neat. And I'm just gonna wave to the random humans and walk back through.
You can see as you are waving on the all the screens in the airport. You can see a news story. It looks like a tower has collapsed. There's a lot of destruction. There's a lot of people. No one seems to be injured. You can see a number of thalai of the THALISes working as damage control, basically.
Oh god, he's gonna become a plague if this continues. They're reproducing on their own now. They're gonna okay, that's gonna be weird.
They could always do that.
Yes, but they're doing it now without your direct input. They're going to become a plague. I'm gonna walk through the portal and not mention a thing about that.
Excellent. Majin, THALIS, I know that you guys are in the van itself. Gideon, are you where are you at right now, currently, as everyone is driving?
So I am following the van. So I will assume a runner stance. I will mumble Nullus Exodus to activate my greaves. And I will jog.
Excellent. So like the game that we all played as kids, or I say all, but most of us played as kids, where you imagine a little running man leaping from telephone pole to telephone pole, running alongside the ground, doing backflips.
Doing parkour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
parkouring next to
Badass
the van.
parkour guy going at the speed of your car. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally that.
Outstanding. The legend is true. Fantastic.
Little did we know.
It was Gideon. It was always Gideon.
Was-
Charles.
Except this one leaves a trench.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Charles, you rejoin your allies. You can hear dirt kind of being carved outside. Glance out, and you can see Gideon running alongside, just not even really breaking a sweat, just kind of like.
You wanted to run.
You guys should have seen the maid cafe.
Yeah, that one didn't make the news.
Surprising, honestly. That was the one that like startled me the most.
I mean, but Nintendo fell.
I mean, Disney's next.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be
Full fucking support.
Okay.
You
Okay.
guys have any qualms about
It's gonna be
Nestle?
It's gonna be 2 collateral damage, by the way.
Tracking all for the running and such.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Let me plop that in. There's 1, and there's 2. We are sitting at 8 collateral. That was so quick.
You're welcome.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
With you guys all reunited as well, maybe I'm being a little bit too lenient with this, but I'm gonna say that this is another scene for momentum purposes.
Neat. 3.
So 8 collateral, 3 tension, 3 momentum. You guys, if there's anything needs to be discussed or you guys would like to discuss while on the van on your way, Thalis, I believe you're still driving. You can tag out yourself with yourself if you so choose, or tag out with some of your compatriots.
So I'm going to do a bit of a web search with the aid of speed reading. I'm looking for articles about, serial killers who just leave bones.
interesting. Okay.
Just on my phone. Speed reading to be able to read whole articles in like less than a minute.
Understood.
Yeah, so that's just my passive thing. I'm trying to find something closer to Denver.
Understood. Majin, anything of note?
Before we reach our destination, I would bring everybody together to tell them not to fuck me on this. But yeah, besides that, I'll probably update Charles on whatever, But yeah,
So
what's
we'll say,
happening?
for the time being, you guys stop at a gas station, meeting up with Gideon for this rendezvous, intervention, whatever you want to call it.
I have feelings. Nothing. The intervention. We're good.
You want to update Charles,
Good for
Majin?
you, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is everybody here?
Yeah, we stopped for
Alright.
Gideon. So
I'll have me stay in the car, so that way somebody's at least with the van.
You fucking
I like
weirdo.
to
Why?
imagine- I like to imagine when we turn the turn signal on to like get off at the exit, Gideon like sticks his arm out while he's running.
Gotta be polite.
You guys have all gathered in the the truck stop parking lot.
They told you what we're doing, right, Charles?
Nah.
Or
I
no,
didn't
Gregor
figure
didn't.
Didn't think I needed to know, honestly.
Okay. Well, look. Just don't fuck me, all right? All right. Y'all meeting my friends, my family. I want to say friends. You meeting like associates of mine, all right?
your
So-
work colleagues.
work colleagues. Some of them are actual family. All right. There's going to be people with different personalities. All right. There's going to be people that y'all don't like. Okay. That's just how it is. All right. But don't fuck me on this. All right.
You got
Easy enough?
I would appreciate it.
No, certainly.
I'll do what I
I'm
can.
act-
Is this
I-
like
If I'm attacked, I will show no quarter.
What the fuck does that mean? This isn't war. Okay.
Gideon, can you show quarter to everybody who didn't directly attack you?
I have no reason to attack anyone who didn't directly attack me.
They're a whole organization, so it's one of those things where if one of them fights you, will you attack all of them at that point? So I literally don't know how to read you.
Or is this a personal accountability thing?
I will generally retaliate against those who attack me.
Look, whatever y'all do is gonna fuck me. All right. Just remember that. And if y'all okay with fucking me, then that's fine. Go ahead. You know? But just know that you're fucking me with this. All right.
Do you intend on exercising the same level of countenance with your companions and letting them know that they shouldn't attack us?
Yeah. They shouldn't be fucking y'all. Cause that will fuck me. Regardless, I'm gonna get fucked. All right. That's what's happening here. Just
they show you the same kinship.
what's that?
Let us hope that they show you the same respect and kinship.
Yeah, they should. They should. At least some of them are. Like I said, I don't know all of them. But
Well,
destroying their fucking building? Don't do that, Charles. God
so
damn it.
far, to be honest,
Please don't.
Their track record is 0-1, considering the only one we met was the shame.
Yeah, he apparently nobody really likes him either. He's an asshole.
Huh.
So
I
That's
still
but
right.
regardless. In this instance, all right, just for this time, this period of gathering and talking, try
Don't
you
fuck
know,
you.
try
Gotcha.
not to. I appreciate it if y'all don't.
I have an excellent track record. Believe it or not, I have not fucked almost everyone I've met.
Yeah, that is true. You failed every time.
This is a pretty good track record.
Yeah, that's a good. That's like that.
Alice, however, reeks of debauchery.
I'm gonna go get my bike off the gate and feed it and groom it, and because
Excellent.
I'm gonna ride it the rest of the way.
Excellent. What do you feed?
Sugar cubes, apples.
Understood. Gideon, I don't believe you've seen this aspect of Majin in his vehicle yet, but you can see he begins to feed into the gas tank sugar cubes, apples.
Wiping it down, brushing it, strokes and stuff.
Do those things come out of the? I point at the gas pump.
What's that?
Do those things come out of the
The
fuel
tailpipe?
pump, the fueling pump there? We're at a gas station, right?
Yes.
Do most vehicles run on food?
No.
No, yeah, no. This is a special one.
Yeah, his is a horse that was chained down and forced into servitude.
Sugar is actually quite detrimental to most fuel systems.
Yeah.
Outside of this one.
I will note that. As
This
well.
is a dark on wind horse specific. So
Gideon, if you would like to, it's entirely up to you. I would allow a culture roll.
Let's take his word for it.
Understood. So, unless anyone else has anything of note, you guys all get back on the road.
Yeah, I will dump out all the road bits that are currently in my greaves, dust off my feet, and strap them back on.
Understood.
There's a way to make this so Gideon can ride in it. So he doesn't have to create trenches everywhere he goes.
He can chill in the trailer now that it's free, if you'd like. Entirely up to you.
I think his concern is he passively makes mechanical things fail, such as the bolts holding the wheels on the trailer.
The problem is that unless I spend momentum to suppress them, my epicenters are just active.
Yeah.
I can't say that, but like that's mechanically what happens.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so it's one of those things where Gregor is contemplating in his head if there was some way to ward this against him passively destroying it.
it's
I
fine.
would
We won't.
say, based on your
You can
knowledge of
stand on my
what,
cloud and hold a rope.
based on your knowledge of what the van has survived up to this point after being modified by the Scion / Titans of Hephaestus, it's probably a little sturdier. Gideon will likely still affect it, but would probably take a little bit longer.
Yeah, but that still means we're gonna have to take it in for maintenance, and that's gonna cost money, and I'm not sure how much money I have right now. So I'll let him run this time, but I'll have to try to look into ways to fix up the van so he can't so he can actually ride in it.
Understood. You
Plans
guys
for later.
begin on your way. There are 2 semis that block your path, kind of keeping the same pace with one another, left and right lane.
And this is just a 2-lane road, right? So there's not really a way around these guys.
Yeah, they're clearly going below the speed limit.
So they're in what we can call affectionately the crime lane, and going below the speed limit. That's
Correct. So it's slowing your travel down a little bit.
it is. So, do have a quick question here because I have not done this yet. Imbuing legend. How do I go about doing that?
So on your character sheet, you'll see your legend marked in the circles. Underneath that, there should be boxes. Correct?
Yes.
If you would kindly just mark one of the boxes underneath one of your legend dots, that will signify that you've imbued it. Of course, that's for your tracking as well. Imbuing it only lasts for the scene. And I would say don't even bother marking the box because it's just the scene is going to be over very quickly since it's a transient scene. This is you just stating you want to imbue legend. What are you using?
Okay. I want to use a feature called Overwhelming Chaos. It is a boon.
Kindly detail
which
Overwhelming Chaos.
lasts for the scene. Now I get 2 options here: one machine or one character. So I'm just gonna focus on the machine part since that's what's going on here. Machines up to the size of a car can be targeted, breaking down completely until they receive maintenance. This damage is permanent, but the Scion cannot reclaim the legend imbued in this until the next scene.
Understood.
So they're gonna have some technical difficulties with the one in the left lane.
Understood. So, for your knowledge, Overwhelming Chaos, with it detailing that it's the size of a car, the semi itself is not the size of a car. However, I'm going to say that it's not going to render it entirely inert. It's still going to complete your goals here, but they're going to have time to put on their hazards. They're not just going to have to come halting to a stop, which would be detrimental for everybody.
I'm thinking kind of just maybe the engine kind of starts acting a little funky enough so that continuing what they're doing will be difficult, if not impossible.
Understood. So the semi in the left lane begins to kind of sputter. You can see the hazards go on. They begin to drop back a bit.
And I will have, after doing that, I would have dropped back a little bit, let them kind of come down and out of the way before going around and moving forward.
Understood. So
Fun.
You
Flip them off.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You do this. You can see he kind of just looks a little bit confused. Gives you the finger in return and pulls off to the side.
Yeah. Well, my duplicate will be doing that motion to try and get him to blow the horn.
The dude you're passing, or the dude that you flipped off?
Well, technically both. So we're flipping off the dude that's having the troubles, and then giving the horn pump, as it were, to the one in front of him.
As you pass, the one in front of him honks the horn, and you guys continue on along your way. You guys continue on, arriving in Denver It has been a 12-hour drive. One of you will need to tag out with THALIS. The Thalises, once they, I will remind you, once you duplicate yourself, it is an exact copy, meaning an exact copy. The levels of exhaustion, the tiredness, you find out very quickly that they are not rejuvenated when they are duplicated. So, one of you needs to tag out and drive, basically. But not a big deal. You guys eventually arrive at the Denver airport. A new scene is had, bringing us up to 4 momentum. So, gentlemen, you've arrived. You can see the trademark blue horse with the glowing red eyes. It is evening here.
Oh, that's weird. He said look for weird shit, right?
He did.
I look for weird shit.
The horse is strange. It is a blue horse with glowing red eyes. There's a spotlight sort of illuminating from below as you enter into the airport itself. Driving past.
Guys, I need to destroy that horse.
Why?
Look at it. It's an abomination.
I would like
It's just a statue.
Gregor and Majin, if you would kindly, give me a roll of empathy and whatever you would like in your social or mental attributes.
Can I do cunning?
By all means.
Manipulation. Fail.
2.
With ones.
With 1. So, that's going to grant you another point of momentum. With 2 successes, Gregor, you can see that the horse is... Yes, ironically enough, you told Charles it was just a horse. It is not just a horse. It is indeed tainted. It is indeed an abomination. Something's wrong with it. There is... Aside from the lights that cause the eyes to glow, there's almost life behind it. Something's trapped within.
Charles, whatever you do, do not destroy that horse.
I've named it. It has to die now. I have a name
Sure.
up on his tombstone, Gregor.
Charles, if you destroy that horse, something malicious is trapped within it right now. It's clearly a prison. Please do not destroy a prison.
Didn't you say something similar about the Florida man?
Yes. Please do not destroy that horse.
Would
Whatever is
destroying
in
the
there.
horse be one of the things that would fuck Majin?
Please do not destroy that horse.
Okay, just because I said I wouldn't fuck Majin.
Okay.
Not because you're unattractive.
Potential romance plotline later, viewers.
You
No,
guys...
it's like incest, dude. That's yucky.
You guys... Game of Thrones does it all the time.
Okay.
When we want to be Game of Thrones.
House of the Dragons is real. We're gonna continue. You guys move through the this airport, the lanes, and park where you so choose.
Wherever we can, that's cheapest because it's an airport. There's going to be airport parking. I imagine the day-long parking, or the short long-term, not just the pickup parking, will be the cheapest.
Yes. Again, it is evening, so overnight is going to be a little bit more expensive. But that's fine.
We're probably going to sleep in this van there. I'm going to get my money's worth.
Why aren't we paying?
Because it's an airport.
So?
There's a perfectly good hotel right there. What?
Why are we
That's-
at an airport?
Because that's where Majin was leading us on his bike.
Oh. And I will look to
Alright,
Majin.
I'll save all my remaining questions for Majin.
Is Majin here?
He's outside. He's just over what he's over there.
I'll open the door.
Yeah.
All right. We got to start looking for weird shit, guys.
Like the fucking horse?
I would like to
Yeah.
I will just use the entropic eye.
On
The scene.
just the entirety of the scene.
Yeah, it's you can examine nearby vulnerabilities.
Excellent. Excellent. I like it.
Now, so I have my boon, which is always on, is that I'm really good at finding the breaking point. I gain +1 enhancement to breaking things, whether it's a material object, a relationship, or even a wall of secrecy. So I would say this qualifies as a wall of secrecy.
I completely agree. Two successes.
I'm attempting to. So the first thing I will ask is, where is the vulnerability?
The vulnerability is the cheekiness of the Denver airport. So for those of you guys who haven't been, Denver airport is very much aware of the conspiracy theories that Denver airport has surrounding it. As such, they play into it a lot. There's cheeky assholes about it. There's paintings and murals of aliens with little word bubbles that speak out and say, "Are we building spaceships underneath the Denver airport?" Who's to say? There's shit like that all over the Denver airport. It's real insulting, and it gets under my skin personally. The cheekiness of it is its weak point. It's hiding in plain sight.
Okay, so where is it? That's my second question. Where is the weak point?
You can see with the entropic eye that workers and staff, so as you walk through an airport, most airports, there are doors just along the walls, going to your gate and things like that. That's all staff passageways and hidden stairwells and things like that. That is your path. That is your weak point per se, is to get to where the staff are.
We should follow those people.
Raj. Makes sense.
I would say all of you guys hear in this moment someone calling out, "Hey! Hey!"
Turn to look at him.
Yeah.
Gregor, Charles, Majin, you recognize this individual. This is the individual who sold you the van.
Oh, hey!
Comes over,
How's it going, dude?
got a duffel bag over his shoulder and says, "Damn, dude, it's a small world."
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Well, I'm taking your guys' advice. I'm gonna travel a little bit. I bought my. I was talking to a friend of mine. I sold you guys the van. It doesn't seem right to just buy another one, but I'm moving to Oklahoma actually. First, I'm gonna make a couple stops, go see the world a little bit. I say the world. I'm gonna go see Europe for a little bit. Then I'm gonna come home. Got some stuff lined up. I'm gonna go raise cows in Oklahoma. Simpler life, you know. New York was a little bit too loud, crowded.
Good on you.
What are you guys up to? How's the van treating you?
Oh, it's great. It's wonderful. Been through hell.
The van didn't go to hell.
Okay.
It's been beaten up a lot. Thank you. It's wonderful.
Right on. I see you guys picked up a couple more passengers. Kind of looking over at Gideon.
Yeah. It's good fun.
Right
the
on.
twins have been annoying.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a small world. I just saw you guys across the way and wanted to say thanks. You guys were kind of one of the last pushes I needed, really, I guess.
Glad to hear it. Glad to see you're doing what you love.
Oh, man, dude.
Loving what you do.
You can just have cows in Oklahoma. Did you fucking know that?
Yeah, you could have cows, dude.
I could have cows, man.
not-
Isn't that cool?
Did not know that.
You can just
Yeah,
raise
but, like-
cows. You can keep them for slaughter. You can keep them for milk. You can. It's a whole process. But I mean, you can just have cows.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go. I mean, shit. I'm sorry. My flight is. Look, it's been great to see you guys again. I'm glad the fans treating you well. You guys take care and thanks again.
Bye.
Yeah, no problem. Bye. I'll visit you in Oklahoma.
Right on, man.
It looks so I can wrestle a bull.
You guys see him take off, running down
We gotta
the way.
We gotta look for weird stuff, right? That was what we were told.
I'm telling you, those people know where we should be.
Yeah, but that was also very weird.
What, the person
I
who kept
mean,
saying that the world is small? I mean, it is smaller than a few of the planets, but not all of them.
He's right, you know.
Yes, I am
Yes.
aware that Earth is a very small planet in the grand scheme of things, and is in fact a very small speck of dust in the grand scheme of things. However, it is rather odd that he showed up here when he was in New York to take a
Didn't you
trip.
talk to like his ghost dad or something?
No, that wasn't him.
You
No.
believe this person has a nefarious purpose? Some hidden agenda?
No, we're just
Nah.
looking for weird things. Him showing up is weird.
Us showing up
I'd
here
like
is
to use
very
sidestepping
strange.
to approach one of the. I'd like to use sidestepping to approach one of the employees and be like, "Hi, I need an adult. I'm looking for weird things."
Oh, well, I mean, you're in Denver Airport, friend. This is, the strangest airport in existence.
Neat, fantastic. I'm actually looking for some weird super fan club.
Super fan. Oh, New World Order, Illuminati. We got it all, man.
Cool. Where would that be?
Oh, we can't tell you that. We would be kind of looks little, again, cheekily over at one of the cameras. This is, I can't tell you that.
Do you want me to get rid of the camera?
They're always watching, buddy.
So, let him watch.
Look, this is. I feel like you're taking this bit is a little. It's just an airport guy.
Story
Tell me what I need to
Yes,
know.
yes, Gideon.
With all the deliberation, Gideon is at this point not interested, so I'm just gonna head toward that door.
Okay. Door is part of a mural. Again, the alien kind of, the gray skin, the large black eyes. You head toward the door. I would say it's locked, but with your epic strength, purview, not many doors are locked to you.
I mean, I'm not trying to rip things open. If I go to open it and it's locked, I'm not without manners.
Mm-hmm.
I'll knock.
You knock. There's not a knock in return, but there's a sort of like this reverberation. It kind of echoes back, vibrates the door just a little bit.
Are the dead about?
You see zero spirits here, which in and of itself is kind of
That's
strange.
That's the oddest. At an airport, there should be plenty of dead people here. If there's no dead people at an airport, that's a problem.
Oh yeah.
So the door vibrates and nothing happens?
Doesn't unlock at all. No.
Majin,
Yeah.
I believe this is what you're looking for.
Is it open?
I would hate to forcibly open it and fuck you.
Oh, okay. I'll try the door to see if it's locked.
I'm curious, Majin. Whatever became of that card that they gave you?
I mean, it's probably in my wallet. You know, I carry a Ridge wallet, so it's probably tucked in there, in between the cards.
Excellent. You go to open the door. There's that strange reverberation. The door vibrates a little bit, and then you hear a door unlocks.
I thought you said it was locked.
It was. And now it's not. How strange.
Let's go.
Charles is still kind of interrogating the bag attendant.
I'm gonna grab him by the
Charles,
cuff of his shirt.
Charles,
What are you talking about, dude? It's an airport,
Charles, we
Oh, hang on,
found
my
it.
friends are calling me.
dude. It's just
Charles, we
day.
found
Bye.
yeah.
it.
You guys all step through the staff entrance. No one stops you. Charles, you let go of the attendant. He watches you, but you get a certain point, and he kind of like next.
Neat.
You should try it again and grab somebody else and shake them as you. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Pick up Chim Chim immediately.
I think you're muted.
You guys step through the door. Thank you. Step through the door. It's a dimly lit hall. There are fluorescent lights in the top corners of meeting the walls and the ceiling. It's a long hallway.
This reminds me of the hallway in the Best Buy.
Hopefully, it doesn't end like that. Begin walking.
You guys begin to walk. The murals.
More than one.
The murals continue as you guys walk. Most of the space is blank as you guys continue walking. There's the beginnings of murals. It starts to look like just someone has smeared paint that melds into a painting, a mural of an alien whose eyes sort of have a darker black iris that seems to follow you. Others, there is a man in a suit with no face, except for the slim line that would signify a mouth. You guys continue.
Really going in on this whole mural thing.
Are there any gates to the underworld here, like nearby?
Your ability, you don't need to activate or anything. It's just correct?
Yeah.
There are several.
They would swing open if I'm nearby.
Yes.
That's what happens to them.
There are several up ahead that you can sense. They aren't close enough to where they would just open.
Okay.
But you can sense them, yes. You guys travel down the hallway.
It would seem that the dead have been corralled this way.
Weird.
Hopefully, this is the right place. I hate for this to,
I think I hear Cerberus up ahead. It must be a gate to Hades.
You guys begin to hear whispers of "Turn back.
No.
Nothing good lies ahead."
Prove it.
Continue traveling. You hear, "We are watching. We are always watching."
It's kind of weird, bro. You got a foot fetish.
I feel like we're backstage at Disney right now.
You guys continue to walk. You guys hear various warnings of "Turn back. Abandon all hope ye who enter here." Things like that. The murals
It's a weird
get
line.
stranger and stranger. Colors, they begin to morph from the images and pictures of aliens and men in suits signifying the Illuminati and the New World Order. Eventually just transforming into smeared colors. Of no form. Gregor, I would like a roll from you, please.
Yeah.
Culture. And mental,
Okay.
please.
Do raw intelligence. Cool. So that's 4 successes.
4 successes. You recognize the images have stopped. The pictures of the murals have stopped. It's now just strange colors, but you can swear that you can see. It's almost like a interpretation. The paintings. You swear the bottom portion, the color that they've used, is supposed to represent the landscape. The upper is supposed to represent the sky. The blotches and splotches of black and brown and grays are people in the distance. You recognize, you remember some of these places. This depicts far off places, the cosmos and terra incognita. You think you may see a small village. You think you see a king crawling across the sand. This place is touched by the mythos.
Huh. That's interesting. Say out loud to myself.
Is it?
Yeah. Imagine, why didn't you tell me I had family here?
Well, I mean, I said weird shit. You're like the connoisseur of weird shit.
Not all weird shit comes from me and mine.
Yeah, I remember that card I had a while back.
Yeah, the one that had the secret message on it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one for the fan club.
Yeah.
Oh god, did you join a cult?
Well, I said I like, we share similar views, so.
So you did join a cult.
Abruptly, the colors continue, but they have coalesced. You at the end of your passageway, you see a door. On the door is a picture of a hound, seated with a crown atop its head. It looks regal, groomed properly. There are depictions beneath its feet, at its feet, of bowing humans. All of you recognize this hound. That is Sir Arthur Pendlewhip.
Have I never seen any of this?
This is all new to you.
What the fuck is this?
Are you two punking me right now? Is that what this is? Like,
No, Charles, not punking you.
Okay, then I'll hold off on my question. Then I was going to see if I could use Master of the World to make Ashton Kutcher pop out from around the corner, but I'll keep that to myself.
Door is without handle.
So, what do we do here? Imagine, do we bow before?
I don't fucking know. I've never been here before. This is all new to me.
break the door down?
Don't
Let's-
don't fuck Majin.
God damn it. Are we literally supposed to bow to this shit?
Well, find out. Majin, bend the knee. It's your fan club.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I'm not-
how
I'm
about
not
how about
going
this?
to.
How about
Did they
this
not
first?
give you directions before
Yeah.
you-
Okay, so if we're not to bend, if you're not gonna bend the knee, how would you ask the door to open?
Knock.
Do you knock?
Yeah.
The depiction of the hound's eyes begin to glow. The mouth parts. Welcome, keeper. And the door swings open.
All right. Oh, that's fucking. I don't know. This is fucking weird.
In this space, Majin, you have been in this area. You see sort of an open, I would call it a living room, or a lounge. There are multiple couches, a lot of armchairs, a number of books and bookcases that line the walls. You can see two individuals having a conversation. You would recognize them. You see, for everyone else's sake, you see a large man, heavily muscled, seated across from a tan-skinned gentleman who's wearing a little bit of eye makeup. The larger gentleman, a little bit more of a paler skin tone. Deep red hair with a red beard and mustache combination. He looks like he's got some heavy scars along his biceps, his torso. Majin, you recognize the individuals. I said, Gideon, you would likely recognize one of them as well. Heracles and Imhotep.
I wave to him and approach.
Heracles rises. Imhotep remains seated. Gives you a kind of a nod. Heracles approaches, jovial as always, and says, Majin, glad you found the place. Sorry for the theatrics. Yeah, I don't believe you've been to this location yet, have you?
No, why is Sir Pendlewhip on the front door?
The dog?
Yeah.
It has a name. You know its name?
Yeah, it's my dog.
Huh. Well, this isn't originally our creation. This was a sort of it's a long story, but we took care of it. It's ours now. We didn't build this place, but we've been able to mitigate some of the more nefarious, the more deadly. It's not important.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Well, I'm interested to learn about the dog and the origins of this place. If you're, apologies, Majin. It's good to see you. The rest of you, I'm afraid I haven't made your acquaintance.
Hi, I'm Charles.
It's good to meet you, Charles. He holds out his arm.
I'll grab it with both hands and start shaking it vigorously. Or, like, keep my arms stiff so that when he shakes, he's just moving my entire body.
He does so. Looks to the other three of you.
I'm Gregor.
Pleasure to meet you, Gregor. He holds out his arm.
Handshake. Proper, firm. Probably get my hand crushed by him by accident. You know how it goes. So I'm weak.
A little bit of pain. Dallas?
Yeah, Thalis, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. You're Dionysus's boy.
Yeah, have we met?
No, but I hear you throw a killer party.
I do.
Do
you have one coming out?
No, unfortunately, been a little bit busy for celebration, but I hear Bacchus be there is quite the planners.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So, we'll talk. And you, sir?
You're looking at me. I'm Gideon Danger, the incarnation of annihilation, jailer of Tartarus, scourge of Elysium, inescapable reaper of the wayward, agent of the soul eater, and herald of the end. And you are Heracles, the plaything immortal half-breed of Zeus, loathed by Hera, bastard son of Alcmene, father to dozens of abandoned bastard godlings. Pleasure.
I would say half accurate. but half accuracy is what I can hope for someone that I haven't met yet. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. He holds out his arm.
I offer him the gauntleted hand of Tartarus.
He takes it. There's a strong squeeze, Gideon. Lingers on you for a moment. We haven't met, have we?
No, but if lineage is to be respected, you would be considered a nephew of sorts, although I do not claim my bloodline.
Family, then.
As I said, I do not claim my bloodline. I was not born but created.
Well, a wonderful surprise nonetheless. He's still kind of grasping onto the gauntlet.
Oh yeah, I hold firm. If he exercises any scale, this room's gonna start to shake.
No scale, no abilities or power being activated or used. He withdraws his arm. Interesting friends you have, Majin. Please do come sit.
So where's my brother?
Talui is in his quarters currently.
Oh.
He's on the phone, I believe, with your father.
Oh, great. Great.
It's always best to leave the two of them to it in private. And it's always hit or miss of whether it turns out pleasant or unpleasant. Imhotep finally rises from his chair and approaches you and says, Majin, I'm afraid I have some business to attend to. If it pleases you, then Heracles will be dealing with the briefings, introductions.
You are the warden of the dead here?
Gideon?
I said you are the warden of the dead here?
I am the warden of many things here.
You may wish to tend to your gates.
The comment, the advice is appreciated. I can assure you that everything is fine. Majin, we'll catch
All
up.
right.
We'll catch up
Okay.
at a later date.
Well, I'll shake his hand and bid him adieu.
You can see Imhotep stride out of the room, opening a heavy oak door into another passageway. Heracles looks at you and says, to drink, food. Your journey was long, yes?
About 12 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
You must be exhausted. We can continue this tomorrow if you require rest.
Slept on the ride over. I mean, is
If
anybody
anything, I'm
else?
restless.
I think I'm all right for now.
Yeah, it's probably best we just,
Right to it then.
get through it. Yeah.
Understandable, eager as always. Please, take a seat. You sure no refreshments?
Water, if you would.
Of course.
What do you have for wine?
Sorry?
What do you have for wine?
I'm sure you can guess. Your father's stock.
Perfect. If I could get some of that, please.
Of course, by all means. Anyone else?
No, I'm good.
They didn't give me just but a
You got any
moment.
beer?
We have ale. I believe we may have any particular taste, any particular...
No, I mean mead if you got it. Ale, beer, whatever.
We do have mead.
Just want something hearty. Fantastic.
Then allow me...
And a wild boar.
Then allow a wild bull. That I believe may be out of my abilities at the current present day, but
That's entirely fine.
we'll see what I can do.
Can I just come with you?
I'm gonna have to ask you all to wait here for the time being. If you would kindly give me just but a moment to grab the refreshments.
Of course.
Then, if you'll excuse me, he makes his way out of the room as well, leaving you in the what looks like a again the sitting area, the library, whatever you'd like to call it.
It's a new scene.
This is a new scene. You guys would have what are we at? 6 momentum.
Huh.
The scene is yours, gentlemen. You are left alone here.
Who would have thought? Good old Arthur Pendlewood.
Yes.
Is he a god?
No. He's definitely not a god.
He got worshippers.
Many cultists have worshippers.
I mean, isn't that what makes a god?
Yes, but he is not a god.
Yeah, there are some mortals who are worshipped as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that
Whether that's due or not, it doesn't change the fact that they are.
Well, I mean, mortals transcend to godhood all the time. My dad
yeah,
did it.
yeah, but I don't think Pendlewhip is a god.
So I think that's having worshippers is a good first step to that.
Yeah. We'll ask him later.
So what's up with this room?
In what regards? Asking
I'm looking.
me.
Yeah, I'm walking around the room, like looking at things. What's in this room?
As I said, a number of couches and armchairs along the walls are lined with bookcases. You can see a number of texts that are from around the world, creation myths and singular myths of gods and deities of themselves. There are a number of items on pedestals of things sort of on display. You can see a dagger. You can see what looks like just a simple leather glove that's been put onto a sort of a mannequin's hand. A number of it looks almost like pretty much like a library or a museum almost.
Guess they're showing off.
So when are we to learn the purpose of this organization?
Probably when Hercules come back with the drinks. Sounds like he's the one that's handling it.
So what can you tell us?
What can I tell him?
Majin, you would know that the Keepers have a lofty goal. You don't know exactly what that goal is, but they are members from across multiple pantheons. You have met gods and titans alike that are in this organization. Something is uniting them, a common goal. You know the modus operandi is to protect the world, to keep the world safe from all threats.
Then yeah, I'll relay that. In all honesty, that's what got me, I guess, to stick around. But yeah, it's to keep the world safe.
Huh.
And the diversity of it. All different kinds of pantheons and titans and
Keep the world safe for whom?
Isn't
Yeah,
that the
do they
same
main-
promise that dictators make?
That
Isn't that the same promise that dictators make? Like they're gonna keep them safe? I'm treating the world like cattle.
I don't know. Have you seen them?
It's a good point.
Have you heard
before
of their
we-
deeds?
Yeah, that's a good point before we jump to that kind of conclusion, Charles. We are in their
only one
house. Let's at least hear them out first.
That's fair. The only one that I've encountered out in the wild is the one that came and tried to smite me and all of my friends because I talked to my mom.
Mhm. Charles, let's not play dumb. You slighted a god, a titan, a powerful one. It wasn't because you wanted to talk to your mom. It's because you destroyed his home.
And I left my number so I could help him rebuild.
So just like the actions you took upon him, he took his own actions. And that wasn't him representing this. That was him doing his personal matters.
And he killed me twice for that, by the way. That was unpleasant.
He killed Thalos twice.
Cerberus killed Thalis at least 10 times. Cerberus, by this metric, Cerberus is worse, and we should be hunting Cerberus.
Cerberus is a sweet puppy dog, and all dogs go to heaven.
What?
Look, at the end of the day, we all have problems with our own pantheons, our own gods. There's a war brewing between dragons, gods, and whatever mythos there is.
I would say the war is more brewing just between dragons and gods.
With the mythos driving it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that I wouldn't count the mythos as a separate side.
This is a third party.
Yeah, no, I'm
different-
not disagreeing that the mythos has a hand in. But
No,
it's,
I'm just saying in
So they would
general.
keep the world safe for themselves.
Keep the world safe by what they deem is safe.
Heracles rejoins you in this moment as the door swings open. He carries a tray full of drinks, pitchers of wine, a large mug of mead, another pitcher full of ice water, number of different drinks. Apologies, I hope you weren't waiting long. Please, he sets it on the small table between the couches and the armchairs. So, if we insist on beginning this now, 12 hours of a drive, are you positive you want to get into this now? Well then, gentlemen,
Yeah.
you come highly recommended by Majin. I hear you're interested in protecting the world.
I've made no such claim.
Just an eyebrow raise, and kind of glances over at Majin.
that's just how that one exists.
What do you hope to find here, gentlemen?
Well, Gideon's here for answers. Look over to Gideon. Or have you stated your curiosity?
I have no idea what you represent. I know who you are and where you're from. I know your myth and your legend. I know your claims to power. I know your feats. But what you do here, amidst these secretive halls, with your shadow organization, I know not. I know that Majin claims that you are here to protect the world from something, to keep it somehow. But I have heard no specifics. And I would hate to have my own assumptions lead me to conclusions. So I leave it to you. What is it you wish to do here?
Well, at the present moment, I'm hoping to glimpse into potential Candidates.
what
Majin
end?
speaks true. We aim to protect the world.
From what?
Everything. All threats.
What do you consider a threat? A threat to what? A threat to yourselves? A threat to your patrons? A threat to the status quo?
No.
A threat to fate? A threat to destiny? The list goes on and on.
The people.
The
The
people.
world itself.
The mortals? Those who would worship you and place you on pedestals?
Myself. You. All that may or may not be deserving. You know my myth. You know my labors. Then you know my sins.
Yes, all of them.
To say that I have not entirely let go what the goddess Hera has done would be an understatement.
And what of your children?
What of them?
Are you here to protect them as well? I do not see them present. Shepherd?
Not all of them are worthy here.
Oh. And you would decide that. Who is worthy of your keeping
Not
and who is
me.
not.
No. You misunderstand. Allow me to cut through some of the assumptions you are clearly already making. We don't represent ourselves here. We don't represent our pantheons here. Majin is overdue for a conversation. He will gain more knowledge than all of you here. But we don't seek to protect the world for our own sake. The world is in constant danger not only from titans, but from gods as well. This war has proved that.
You've yet to qualify this danger. I am danger.
You
I'm
are.
danger personified.
What? That's your last name too. That's really cool. That's
It is not my surname. It is what I am.
oh.
The world is in constant danger for what we can do. We aim to mitigate any destruction, to limit any unnecessary casualties, to stop the overconfidence of gods, titans, dragons, others alike.
And through your own self-aggrandized sense of self-importance.
Perhaps.
Interesting. It would seem that you are no different than any other pantheon.
We're no different from any individual.
The difference is that we can accept that we are not all-knowing, that we are not without flaw. Could you say the same for Zeus?
Why would I? He also has the same overinflated sense of self-importance. He's inserted himself as an all-father.
I don't seek the head of the chair. None of us do.
Yet you play shepherd, which is no different.
One could argue that it is entirely different.
You can argue it all you want to.
I would argue that the throne and the shepherd are two different things.
They are both exacting control over a proposed flock. Whether that flock is willing or unknowingly following is irrelevant. The end is the same. You are the guiding hand.
The guiding hand, not the tyrant.
Big difference there, Gideon.
So you say. The end is the same.
Seems my words will not sway you. But you're welcome to listen. You're welcome to Enjoy.
I just see no value in your purpose. I understand it. I understand it wholly. Your position is not alien to me. It is simply archaic and obsolete.
On that we may agree. To a point.
Then why do it?
Because it is
Because
necessary.
someone asked you. Wow. Contrived to the very end. You are a walking cliche.
You seem intent on hating me. Why?
No, I don't hate you, Heracles. I pity you.
Why is that?
Because you are no less a member of the flock than the others. You simply feel yourself above them, behind them. They need your protection.
Perhaps if you linger, you may find yourself thinking differently. But I have your questions. If you would permit, I would ask you all some of mine.
By all means.
How familiar are you all with the concept of fate? And that is where we'll cut off and close today's session. Well done, everyone. Let's get some. We have everyone's short-term deeds. If you kind of would state it, and let me know if you've completed it. Beginning with Charles.
My short term was destroy a maid cafe, and I do believe I have completed it.
Gideon.
Mine was to interrogate Majin about how he knows the dragon I kicked the shit out of, and I think I did that.
Excellent. Gregor.
Mine was to use Tailcraft for the first time, so used it.
Excellent. Majin.
I was trying to find out what exactly Taki wanted me to do, which I think I did.
Yeah, you investigated. It just came up that nothing is required. Thalis.
I had used overwhelming chaos, which I did on the way.
Excellent. So, one for attending the session, one for your short-term beat, one for everyone completing a short-term beat. Unfortunately, I don't believe we've hit that momentum goal, so we are 3 XP all around for everyone. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Thanks. Spiel. We thank you guys for joining us. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it. Oh, and my alarm's going off. Love that. Little bit out of it. We, of course, have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us over on our channel, twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads, where we play Vampire the Masquerade, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Fridays for our Sabbat Chronicle, where things are relatively coming to a close and ending Season 1 on a, I'd call it a high note. You can find us over on, well, here, on twitch.tv/OnyxPath for Scion Godsend. As you've just seen, entering Season 2, answers are to be given very soon, I would imagine. Normally, after this, you can find us again over on twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads for what was our Vampire the Masquerade campaign, sort of independent /Akata/ all sorts of fuckery, but that story has since closed. We've run our epilogues, we've reached the end of our tale, and things have been completed. So, in about 2 weeks time, Thalis, David will be running a D&D campaign in that time slot, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be starting up D&D in November. Anything you want to say about it, David?
No, I'm looking forward to it. We've got some familiar faces. We've got a new face joining us, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
As am I. Mondays we would usually stream Conan. However, I'm taking care of some stuff with Gideon Danger's player, aka I don't know if you want me to shout your name out on stream or shout your Twitter handle, how you want to be addressed.
You're fine, just whatever.
Yeah. So I'm running some stuff with Alex on Mondays. So we swapped over to Wednesdays for our weekly Conan adventures and such like that. Though we're trying to force Edge back into it because he's hopped up on Marauders. We might do that this upcoming week. I don't know. I'm intent on sticking with Conan because now I don't have a potato PC, so now I get to see the texture, the detail. It's wild. I can see singular blades of grass. You mean that's what you guys have always seen? Impossible. That's at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesdays for the
Things
time.
have shadows.
Yeah, dude. There's God rays now. Oh man, it's so good. It's insane. It's absolutely wild.
What's that bright fucker up in the sky?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I can see the sun. Yeah, that'll be 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesdays. You can keep up to date with us. Any changes, any additional shows to the schedule on our Twitch channel can be found over on Twitter under the name @_RollingNomads. That's the best way to keep up to date with us. Any new changes, any late starts, things like that. In addition, you can find us over on YouTube, youtube.com/RollingNomads for episodes of Scion, Godsend, and Book of Saints. We are uploading in the process. It's midterm, so I am a little bit behind, but that's okay. We'll get everything squared away. Don't laugh. I can see you. We'll get everything squared away very shortly. But that's us in a handbasket. Me, myself, I've been your story guide for this story. I am Gilbert Ramos. You can find everyone on the internet, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, under the name @RamosTheNomad. Anything else? Anything to plug?
I did have a minor correction. I believe it's actually 3 weeks until we start D&D because 2 weeks is Halloween.
Right on, yeah. November. We'll be beginning in
Understood.
November, about 3 weeks for D&D 6 p.m. Right on. Anyone else have anything to plug?
So I exist now, sort of, kind of. So you can catch me here on Tuesdays at 7 Central, and the Fog Over Linden Station Contagion Chronicle for Chronicles of Darkness. Yeah, that'll be. You can see me there in between now and Wednesday when you will see me again.
Excellent, excellent. Well said. We have proof that he exists now, and that will remain on the internet forever, I believe. So
Until the solar flare.
until I don't like that. Thank you guys very much for joining us. We hope you'll join us next week. Same time, same place, same Scions. We'll see you then.